On YouTube, so finally decided to do a dislike video on my car, the 7 things that I don't like. And I actually had to find some stuff just to find something I didn't like, but I found some things. I'm gonna start off with the interior and then I'm gonna just go from there. My first thing, my biggest complaint would be this thing right here. When I first got the car, it was already cracked like this, and I think the sun, then the car got so hot in the inside that the sun just cracked this. And I've seen on previous Chargers I looked online, theirs are also cracked. And this is apparently made out of some cheap, very cheap material. Plastic, I don't know. And I'm actually gonna have to order another one. I think they range from like $150 to $200. I might call Dodge and give them the part number and see. But other than that, man, my car looks new in the inside, the interior. Everything looks basically new. So this is the only thing that throws it off. And I may actually get a new gear shifter because this one is getting kind of faded. When I tell you the sun pays its toll on everything in this car, like I've even had to, this is my second one of this. And it looks shiny as hell because the sun, when the sun hits it and it gets kind of hot, it sweats. If anyone knows about that. Leather. So this sweats. So this is my second one. My first one was all messed up and cracked up, so I found somebody with a Charger who was salvaging their parts, so I got that real quick. I think I paid like $50 for that. But anyway, I think I may get another one of these, but I'm definitely going to get another one of these. This is my biggest complaint with this. I don't like that. People get in my car and it looks like my car is raggedy off of this one piece. That's how I feel about it. But yeah. And moving on to number 2 would be this right here. When I first got my car, this was rattling. I thought it was my speaker busted. I even called Dodge and everything about getting a new speaker. Come to find out, my speaker wasn't even busted. And I didn't even go through with the new speaker because they was gonna charge me like $200 per speaker because I have the Alpine system. So I'm like, I'm not paying that. So come to find out, I looked online and they said that this is a space right here. I don't know if this gap is for a rear window defrost or what, but I plugged it up with this installation tape because that rattle was just so annoying. Like it would sound like your speaker was busted. Anytime you turned your volume up or the bass hit, it just sounded so raggedy. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. So I had to get this, stick it in between this gap because when the bass hits, this black part rattles between that and your window. So if anybody thinks that their speaker is busted in the back, is not. 9 times out of 10, it's this black part hitting up against your window, and it makes like a type of sound, and that shit's just annoying. So I had to go fix that, and I've never had a problem with it since. Moving on to number 3 would be the rotors. The rotors on this car are just pure trash. They come stock on here. Mine's got warped. I don't know if they were warped before I even got the car, but these rotors are just, man, they are. I gotta get some new ones. I'm gonna go with some slotted ones, and I may just do the front, but I think I'm gonna do the whole set because I know you get like a discount and things when you do a whole set. So I may just do that and swap them out, do it myself real quick and easy, and just go from there because I don't like these rotors. When I come to a stop, they're making like my steering wheel's about to start shaking and my car is making all this noise from the brakes, and it's just horrible. So yeah. And moving on to number 4 would be these rims. And it's not the rim design, but it's more of what they're made out of. See this right here? Look at that. It's like the rim is just, this is not an actual rim, it's plastic. For people who don't know that, that's plastic. So it's like, this shit's just, look at that. It's filming over. I don't know if something hit it or what. And then right here also, it's like a rock chipped it or something. So they're it's just plastic. It's just a plastic on there. And if you get the black top or the black rims, those are actually rims for people who don't know. So you're actually getting rims if you buy the black ones that look like this. But these, they're plastic, and I don't really like that. Moving on to number 5 would be the daytime running lights and the fog lights. Now, on the all RTs, they come with HID bulbs, but the daytime running lights, which they are your high beams also, they're yellow, and I really don't like that. I'm glad they decided to change it in the 2015 models, but I wish they had came up with something different as far as the daytime running lights. Like, they didn't have to just implement it into the high beams. It's just so ugly that they're yellow like that. I don't like that, and especially the fog lights either. Like, it's just a regular yellow bulb. Like, that really annoyed me. I don't even turn my daytime running lights on. Like, I just leave them off on the radio. I don't even turn them on because it's so ugly. I don't like that. Like, I'm riding around, and you know, some people swap theirs out, and they'll get like the like a blue bulb, put up like a blue bulb in it. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that, and it looks. And I don't like adding something to my car that somebody clearly knows that I added. Like, I just don't like that. So I give them their kudos on finally changing it, but that's another thing that I did not like at all. And number 6 would be this right here. This rubber lip right here. This shit is cheap, and honestly, being that the car is so low from the ground to the ground or whatever, the shits get caught. Like, this thing has got caught on those parking things. I hope the wind is not blowing too bad, but anyway, it's got caught on those parking things, those concrete things that can they have those metal rods sticking out of them, and that shit actually got caught and ripped my bumper off. And this is what the cause of it was right here. That's what happened to my bumper, being that rubber thing got caught on one of those fucking concrete things that has those 2 metal rods on each side. The metal rod was sticking out too high, and you can't even do nothing because most of the time when you park in a parking lot at a business or something, whatever you're going there for, that business, they don't own that parking lot most of the time, and you have to go through a whole process, find out who owns the parking lot, all this. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna say they're responsible and all this. So I didn't even go through the hassle. I just got lucky, kept playing with my bumper, popped it back on, and I was good to go. I was able to, you know, ride with it like this until I can get a new bumper, which I don't feel like coming off all that money for a new one, but I don't like this, so I'm gonna have to get a new bumper, especially if I go to trade it in. I don't want somebody else to have to deal with this or look at this on their car, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get that fixed. And last but not least, it's something I can't show you, but the 5-speed trans is something that just annoys the fuck out of me as far as like just durability and just other things, shifting and the rough shifts you get sometimes, how it throws itself into gears. Like, that shit's just so clunky and it just gets horrible. I done already had to replace my transmission on this car one time, and I've only had the car for 2 years, and like, it's just the trans on this car, they should have did something way better. They could at least threw 6, 8 speed, something, I don't know, but they should have did something different. It should not only had 5 gears on it. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's like they just like, man, look, we just only changed the body design of the car from the 2010 to 2011 models. We only gonna change the body. We're gonna leave everything else the same. The engine, well, of course the engine, but the trans, everything is gonna be the same. That's what it seems like. I think it's a different trans from the older model, but the trans on this car, and I hear nothing but great things about the 8 speeds on the 2015 and up models. So I'm really loving that. I'm glad they finally decided to change that, and I can't wait till I finally get mine, because I'm just, the trans on this car, I'm done with it. So yeah, can't wait to swap this out and get another one. Alright guys, that was the 7 things I dislike about the car. Stay tuned for the things that I like. Probably try to upload that by the end of this week also. And please subscribe, comment if you have anything that you want to know, and stay tuned. I got a few videos coming. Thank you for watching.